Hey, what's up guys, Jamie here, and I'm going to talk about WrestleMania 31. And you probably have about 10,000 reviews all over your subscription. So first of all, I would like to apologize for the lighting, and I would like to apologize if I'm talking softly. That is because my parents are right above me. I'm filming in my living room, and it is almost midnight, and I don't have the sunlight from outside, obviously, because it's almost midnight. I'm sorry, but I am not going to go into too of a depth review. I'm just going to talk about matches and some of my opinions. But before I do that, I filmed my reaction to The Undertaker coming out, and I do that every year. I usually don't do it at WrestleMania because he usually comes out before that. But anyway, here is my reaction. My heart literally races every time I see you, and oh, I almost crushed my glasses. Got too excited. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Can I like to say that this year leading up to WrestleMania, it never felt like WrestleMania. And I know I say that every year, but the other years I think it was more out of excitement that I couldn't believe that it was this close. And maybe this year it took me a little longer for my brain to it to register that it was happening. But I wasn't actually that excited leading up to it, but as it started to get closer, I started to get really pumped, and I know that someone tweeted, now you guys are all pumped, and honestly, maybe it just didn't register for me, I don't know. It just didn't register, and then I started to realize, holy crap, WrestleMania is this week, and then I started to get really excited. Like yesterday, I was very, very excited, and even though I obviously didn't go, I was still very, very excited, and but my opinion is that this WrestleMania was actually pretty good. I think it was better than last year. There was more matches that I was looking forward to this year. And obviously, I was looking forward to seeing The Undertaker. Obviously. But besides that, I was very, very, very much looking forward to seeing Sting. Not just because I'm filling into the hype. Besides seeing him at WrestleMania, he's at WrestleMania for the first time. He's wrestling at WrestleMania. He's wrestling in WWE for the first time. Not only that, it's at WrestleMania. And I just thought that was awesome to see Sting. The match was great, I thought. I enjoyed seeing the match. What I was looking forward to really was seeing Sting, Triple H versus Sting. I was very excited to see Undertaker, of course. A little bit of Brock Lesnar match, and I really just wanted to see some of the wrestlers, like Ziggler and Daniel Bryan, and their pre-matches. I kind of wanted to see a few of the wrestlers. But anyway, it was actually a pretty good WrestleMania. I did not care about the singer. Before it usually used to be an extravagant thing with singing and everything, but now it's just rappers, pop rap, or whatever you want to call it. For one, I like a little bit of rap too, but not really into the stuff that they're playing anymore. But anyway, so the first match was the ladder match, and I usually like those matches, although I wasn't as interested in it. Plus, The Walking Dead was on during this, so I was furiously, going in between, but I still managed to watch the whole Walking Dead, all Talking Dead, and WrestleMania without missing anything, so, and thank goodness for the pause button for WrestleMania. But anyway, thanks for the replay for The Walking Dead as well. But I usually like those matches, and usually a lot goes on, but not a lot went on in that match. There were some good things here and there. Ziggler and Daniel Bryan are amazing. I was happy Daniel Bryan won, which in a way, I was happy, but I was kind of sad at the same time because, you know, it was a step down kind of from winning, you know, such a big title to the IC title, but a title is still a title. And it ended with Daniel Bryan winning, and this year it began with him winning, so that was pretty cool. You know, last year when Taker lost, and then at the end of the match, something kind of lifted our spirits up a little bit. So, I also actually really liked Seth Rollins versus Randy Orton. I really liked those two. I mean, I know the match didn't really have anything going for it. And obviously, Seth was going to, or at least to me, was eventually going to cash in at some point. Or obviously he did. I enjoyed the heck out of seeing The Undertaker. For a 50-year-old, he looks pretty freaking good. And I swear to you, I'm not saying this because I'm a Taker fan. But before I get to that, Randy Orton won, which I didn't really care who won, to be honest, because I liked them both. So now getting to Taker versus Wyatt. The only downside to this match was obviously it was a lose-lose situation because the 1 in 21 and 1 would have meant nothing. And it kind of been like just regular loss. I don't really know how to explain it. But then for Bray Wyatt, all that build up and to go down. But to be honest, I feel like after this match, it was good, by the way. I enjoyed it. For the match that we got, I think it was more of just a rebound, you know. Taker to come off such a huge loss, going to face someone who's incredibly strong. And, you know, the two face of fears battling it out. I enjoyed it, honestly. Just seeing Taker, just the feel of Taker at WrestleMania. You know, you can't have a WrestleMania without Taker, and obviously it would feel so absolutely weird. Obviously, one day that's going to happen. Sooner, obviously, rather than later. But it also felt really weird to not have the streak, to not have the sign come up as 23-0, or, you know, whatever his mark would be. But in a way, it also was good too because it wasn't as predictable, because you looked at like what was at stake, I guess, or what came out of both. But then it's just like, well, if Taker loses, this is what this happens. But if Bray loses, this is what this happens. And you're like, but who could win? But I think of it this way. I think it would have had a bigger effect for Taker because, you know, he has nothing else really to prove. And it would have been even more, I guess, the 21 and 1 wouldn't have meant anything at all. And Bray Wyatt, I know you have to kind of build him up again, but he got to face The Undertaker. A good talent got to face him, and somebody like Bray Wyatt should be facing Taker, you know? That's a huge step up. You got to face a great wrestler, and he deserved to face Taker. And you could always build him up again. Bray Wyatt's great, you know? But I think it was more of just a rebound for Taker to come off of what has happened. The match was obviously better than last year's, and I think this WrestleMania was better than last year's. Then you had you had the Divas match. Didn't really pay attention to that, but I'm glad Paige and AJ won. Second of all, you had Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. I kind of was spoiled when I saw Brock Lesnar being interviewed and how he said that, you know, he isn't going to go back to MMA, but he's going to re-sign with WWE, but he's going to take a break after WrestleMania, which kind of made me really sad because it didn't make me sad, but it kind of spoiled me because that meant that he was losing, you know, because if you were winning, why would you take a break after that? So obviously Lesnar wasn't coming out as champion, and also I see a little bit of downside to that too because, you know, he has to carry the fact that he broke the streak. Obviously he'll always be known as the Beast, but can't change the past. So, and Seth, I think they both deserve it. I know a lot of people don't like Reigns, but I think maybe Seth a little more than Reigns. And to take it and then for him to win and then suddenly take it away, I can see where people are coming from. So by the way, let me know what you thought of WrestleMania 31. Give it a thumbs up if you watched WrestleMania, and let me know if I should talk about The Walking Dead's season finale, because that was freaking amazing too. And leave a comment about WrestleMania and what you want, videos you want to see me do about Jamie Great English. Okay, I'm sorry I haven't made a video in a month, but I swear I'm getting a new camera soon, so I will be making videos every week. Bye.